Okay, let's talk about lecture videos and homework. All of this is through MyOpenMath, the free system we're using. So if I click here on this first lecture video, I'll have a start button. Now, I've included whenever possible my notes, a PDF of my notes I was using. You can download that if you want. You don't have to, but it's there if you want it. I'm going to hit play video. Okay, now these videos count for points. It's required that you watch the lecture videos. They go into your grade book. They count for points. You earn those points by actually watching the video. There are little questions attached here that will pop up as we're watching the video. You'll see these questions will pop up. Answering the questions is not watching the video. I want these videos to show up in your calendar, in your to-do list. I want you to watch the videos. The only way to kind of force you to watch the videos is to make them worth points. If they're worth points, in my mind, you got to earn those points. How do you earn the points? By watching the video. So a lot of times I'll have people never even click play video. They'll just come here and they'll answer all the little questions. Yes, I'm taking good notes. Oh, I don't know. I'll just guess here. Oh, I got it right. And they'll play this game here. They'll guess at all of these things. Now, right now, at this moment, I have 2 points in the grade book, and I didn't earn anything because we earn the points by watching the videos. In my mind, that's cheating. Outline. That's getting points in your grade book that you didn't earn. That's academic dishonesty. That can get you an F in the course. If you don't want to watch the videos, I'm not going to come to your house and force you to sit through my lecture videos. Just skip them. If you don't want to watch them, don't watch them. But do not lie to me and pretend you watched them without watching them. I will give you an F in the course over that. That's cheating. So we're going to hit play video here. Definition, now, don't do this, please. Sometimes I'll have students do this. They'll hit the little YouTube over here and they'll come and they'll watch the whole thing over here on YouTube. The system won't keep track of your time if you do that. It will tell me you didn't watch it. And then I'll have to send you an email that says you didn't watch the video. And you'll say, I swear, it's a whole thing. Let's not go through that. You cannot watch it there. You have to watch it here. Now, you can make it full screen if you want. Right here, that's perfectly fine. You can also, if you want, come here into settings. Watch it at double speed if you like. That's not going to hurt my feelings. You can turn on the closed captioning. You can, like, if I'm going through some big, long, nasty example and you don't feel like sitting through an entire page of algebra and you skip ahead 10 or 20 seconds, I would do that. That's perfectly fine. I understand that. So this video here is 8.5 minutes long. If you're watching it at double speed and maybe you skipped ahead a couple of seconds, 4 minutes, I would expect at least to have watched the whole thing. Around 4 minutes, right? I'm going to be looking at your times. If you're only in here for 17 seconds, you didn't watch the video. And we're going to have a very uncomfortable conversation. Okay, so we're going to play the video and you'll see what happens here. Little questions will pop up. You have one or more dependent variables, or even one or more. We're at double speed right now. So here are some examples of DEs. Sometimes we'll use Leibniz notation, the dy dx kind of notation. I was waiting for a question to pop up. Start from the beginning. This is section 1.1 from the ZIL textbook. This is part of chapter 1, actually most of chapter 1 from Schwann's outline. First off, definition, a differential equation, which we'll always call a DE from now on. Yeah, a question's going to pop up here in a second. Variables, or even one of y dx kind of notation, much, even though when you took clues to figure that out. X equals y, because the derivatives are there. The questions popped up earlier and I accidentally skipped over some of them. As you're watching, these questions will pop up. You'll answer it, hit submit. This is why I went through this and made you sit through that. I want you to see this. A lot of times on some of the videos, you'll have like a previous and a next button down here on the screen. You can't click those. Those will take you to the next assignment right there. Continue video. So make sure you watch the entire video, answer all the questions as they pop up. If you got multiple chances at these, there's no reason to not get 100% on. Okay, and you can see here, always use the overview pages. Here's the order in which you should be doing things. Take good notes from the videos. And let's look at a homework. We'll talk about that in a different video. So the homework is here in My Open Math. Again, we're going to be doing everything right here in Canvas. You'll see that a lot of the questions have a little video attached to them. Some of these I recorded, some of them, whoever wrote the question curated this from YouTube somewhere. Some of the questions, I don't think any in this assignment, but some homework questions will have under here, under help, view an example. And those will be things that either I typed up or hand wrote up. Sometimes it's the exact question you're working on. Sometimes it's just a similar question. And the way it's set up, you guys have all used, you've all used these online math, like my math lab and whatnot before. You know how all this works. We type in our answers here. There is this math quill that I can use, but if you know LaTeX, you could always type LaTeX as well. If I wanted a square root, for example, I could type SQRT and the square root will pop up. If I wanted to do a power, if I wanted 2 to the third, I could just type 2 caret, so shift 6, third. If I want a fraction, I could just type the over button, the question mark button, over 4. When I'm done with the question, I can just hit enter. I don't have to hit submit, and just hit enter. And that will submit that one question. We could submit these one question at a time. And you can see I got it wrong. Now I've got it set up so you get like 100 chances at every question. And after 3 incorrect tries, it starts knocking off a little bit of points. I think maybe it will show that. Yeah, I don't know if it shows my current score or not. No. But after 3 incorrect, it starts knocking off 5% of the point value for that one question. So if you've gotten it wrong 3 times in a row, you're probably doing it wrong. I don't want you to just keep guessing and guessing and guessing. Start over, figure out what you're doing wrong. You can always here also hit get a similar question and just completely start over with a similar question. You know how that works. And again, this submits one question at a time. You can come in and out of it. You can work a couple of one day, come back the next day until the due date. Okay, now let's quickly talk about late passes. Okay, so homeworks are usually due on Sundays. Lecture videos are due a couple of times a week, usually Wednesdays and Sundays. Let's say you goof. Sunday comes along and you forgot to do this homework, or you didn't get it done and you've still got a couple more you want to go back and do. As soon as it's past due, it's closed. You can go back into practice mode where you can view all the answers and you can go back and practice it. Same with the lecture videos. You can always go back into practice mode, but you can't earn points if you go into practice mode. As soon as you go into practice mode, you're no longer able to earn points on it. If you want to earn points, you have to use what are called late passes, and each late pass will give you a 2-day extension on an assignment. So let's say Wednesday comes along and you're like, oh, I I goofed. I forgot to do this homework. So you're 3 days late. Don't go into practice mode or it will close you out forever. You'll never be able to get points on it again. If you use late passes, that would require 2 late passes. You're 3 days late, right? Each late pass is a 2-day extension, and we can stack those up. So 2 late passes will give me 4 extra days to do this assignment. I've got it set up right now so that everybody has, I think it's 6 late passes. If you run out, if you need a couple more, just send me an email. It's not a big deal. I can give you a couple more late passes because I want you to watch all the lecture videos and do all the homework. Remember, late passes only apply to the lecture videos and this homework. That's it. You can't use it on group assignments, anything. You can't use late passes on anything written, especially not on tests. Okay, that's a good place to stop.